Washington's next big earthquake could hit tomorrow, and experts say most of us just aren't prepared.
Yeah, the big one could leave communities stranded, buildings collapsed, and communication channels down.
KIRO 7 investigative reporter Madeline Ottley has spent weeks diving into what that aftermath could look like and how you can prepare.
A lot of the risk surrounds our transportation grid. Bridges and roads could collapse during an earthquake, isolating communities for weeks, months, even potentially years at a time.
The road at the Tumwater Mobile Estates thrashed, buckled, and collapsed during the quake.
What would you do?
Imagine having your main roadway shut down for up to 6 months. That's the situation for 18,000 drivers who rely on the Magnolia Bridge.
If an earthquake took down your roads and your bridges,
it was rocking, just kind of like an ocean wave,
isolating you in your neighborhood indefinitely.
Oh yeah, you guys are.
In Savannah, the owners of Willow and Jim's Country Cafe have an idea.
All the roads that are closed off. Yeah, it looks like you're in a lake.
Built on a floodplain, isolation is not anything new, with floods hitting this town year after year.
We just sit here and watch and wait for it to go down.
Waiting out repairs after an earthquake could take a lot longer.
We'd see a lot of bridges collapsing. We'd see a lot of overpasses, on-ramps and off-ramps that would fail. And then along many of our riverways, we'd see the liquefaction of the soil, which would make it so the roads would not be passable by car.
Those things all together could place us on islands for weeks, months, even years at a time.
We as a community need to figure out how to live within those constraints.
Snohomish County leaders have already tried to. The county is built above the southern Whidbey Island fault and is also in the impact zone if the big one were to occur in the Cascadia subduction zone offshore.
These are, if there were to be an earthquake, basically barriers to travel.
The county produced a theoretical map to identify where lines could possibly form, separating the county into 58 isolated islands.
At a very basic level is you can't get from one island to the next by car. It will rely on people with ATVs to help people. We might rely on people with kayaks.
The map could one day save lives, pointing out waterways to bring in supplies or helping you map your trek home if you're trapped outside your neighborhood.
How unique is it to have this data drilled down at a level like this?
It is incredibly unique. I think it required a tremendous amount of investment of time and resources and analytical strength.
After a big one, it could serve as a roadmap for first responders trying to get from point A to point B around downed bridges and cracked roads.
Some of those communities will be fairly unreachable from emergency services.
Snohomish County Public Works is doing what it can to get ahead of it.
We have 1,600 miles of roads and 210 bridges.
The transportation island associated with this one, the Larson Bridge, serves about 32,000 people. Built in 1962, it's set for retrofit in the next few years.
There's been a lot of advances in the last 50 years on how we should design for those forces.
Several others need work too, like the Pilchuck Creek Bridge, built in 1933. Construction here still 2 years away.
It can take somewhere between 4 and 6 years for us to get through a design, permitting, and construction process.
Costs can be astronomical, and securing funding does not happen overnight, but experts warn the big one will come without warning.
How do you think ahead to even begin to fathom the workload that it could put on your department?
It wasn't that long ago, just about 10 years, when this county had the OSO event. We will figure out ways to get and reconnect communities. There's never just one way.
It's hard to guarantee any of us will ever be fully ready.
I think we would be the immediate hub for people.
But Willow and Jim are a good example of what tight-knit communities are capable of when they have to come together.
We have a restaurant here, we have a meat shop, we there's boats around. You can't flood every year and, not develop some kind of resilience.
If you live in Snohomish County, you can check out this website and start to get an idea of where your island could form, whether it's around your home or your office. We've posted a link to this on KIRO7.com, and we've also included more resources about what King and Pierce counties are doing to prepare for these disasters too. Madeline Ottley, KIRO 7 News.
Great information. Thank you, Madeline.